While celebrities often get talked about for having very messy relationships and marriages, T-Ara's Ahreum takes the cake as she's been making the headlines for her controversial relationships for years now. But when she abruptly announced her divorce and her upcoming second marriage, netizens were even more shocked than usual. Korean celebrities mostly tend to be very careful about their image, especially when it comes to relationships. As we've been made aware of many times, even the most innocent relationships of celebrities can cause irreparable damages to their career. In these conditions, it's no wonder why they're cautious about what they share with the public and what they keep under wraps for the sake of their careers. The actress and former K-pop idol Ahreum has done things her own way though, as she has been very open about her relationship from the beginning. She had announced her marriage in August of 2019 by posting a wedding bouquet on her Instagram. After sharing that she found someone special who supported her through tough times, she announced that her wedding would take place in February 2020. She also shared that her fiancé is a businessman, Kim Yong-gul, and revealed that a mutual friend had introduced the two during the time she tried to break into the K-drama industry. However, she made sure to let everyone know that she wouldn't be putting her career on halt just because she was about to get married. In general, the public had been very happy about the news at the time. They were very sympathetic to her ever since the infamous scandal with her former K-pop group T-Ara happened, so they were glad that she had found someone that treated her well. But not everything had been so simple for her and her partner. To begin with, the wedding didn't happen on the date it was supposed to. Ahreum ended up finding out that she was pregnant, and because of her morning sickness and need for prenatal care, the couple decided to postpone the wedding. She wanted to be in the best shape for the ceremony and also take care of her baby, which was a reasonable decision as the two seemed very set on giving their future child the best life. She just wanted to be a good mother and wife, and her then fiancé had gone so far as to cancel his plans of studying abroad so he could stay home and take care of her during her pregnancy. The couple officially got married in October of 2019, and their son was born only a couple months later. Up to that point, their relationship appeared perfect. He appeared willing to make sacrifices for their happiness, while she was fully committed to being a good wife to him and a caring mother to their child. But then, the cracks started to show. 2 years after their son was born, the couple appeared on the show Between Marriage and Divorce, revealing that their seemingly perfect relationship was actually falling apart. This was shown very explicitly in the episode, as it followed the two during their day. This ended up making the audience very uncomfortable because it seemed like the two couldn't even manage to be nice to each other. Despite being married and having a child together, the two end up having a difficult conversation on screen. Ahreum can be seen questioning the purpose of their marriage when they couldn't even find the willingness in each other to communicate well. This led to Yong-gul hinting at separation, suggesting she lives somewhere else, and then Ahreum was made to consider divorce due to his hurtful comments. It only got worse as her husband noted that Ahreum often mentioned the possibility of getting divorced when she got upset, which made things a lot more complicated when it came to the two dealing with their problems. In face of these problems, the two ended up seeking help from a counselor who observed their aggressive communication style and highlighted that Ahreum was seeking equality while her husband held more traditional beliefs. Ahreum shared that she was feeling ignored by her husband, as he only saw her wrongs and ignored all the efforts she was making. Naturally, she expressed that she didn't want a relationship or a marriage where her feelings were disregarded and felt more at ease being alone. However, this led to a very devastating explanation by the counselor. Turns out that Ahreum's mental health was so bad that she was considered a risk to herself, as she even had thoughts of fatally hurting herself, which the tests confirmed. Ahreum admitted feeling scared about her thoughts and not taking care of herself properly. Yong-gul, her husband, also revealed his battle with work-related depression and dangerous thoughts, but he claimed that he stopped himself because of their son. Despite previously discussing divorce, it was a relief to viewers that both seemed ready to work on their relationship. Through counseling, Yong-gul seemed to have gained a fresh outlook on their marriage, believing that things could change if they both made an effort. Despite the nice and favorable ending, the public conflicts between the two were distressing to witness, especially since up to then, they were known for being very loving and respectful towards each other. Either way, you'd think that the issue would be over after this, but actually, it was far from it. The couple ended up shocking everyone once again when Ahreum shared that she was pregnant with her second child. She also said that her husband was being a lot nicer to her and had even started cooking for her. Ahreum cleared the misconception that the child had been an accident, saying, "My second is a treasure because everything in our house changed and we're happy now. We both wanted a second child. It wasn't a mistake. We're thinking of a third child as well." While we're all aware that another child can't just fix the problems between a couple, it really seemed that things have become a lot better. From the show and what Ahreum mentioned, it seemed they found a way to compromise and improve communication between them. Her husband also appeared to be making efforts to improve things, and it looked like they were making a lot of progress when it came to fixing their relationship. She also talked about having a third child, which might indicate that their relationship was improving. Fans were still a bit concerned though. From that between marriage and divorce episode, her husband was seen talking down to her and undermining her mental issues, to the point that it had made her consider hurting herself. So even though he was making an effort to fix things now, it still didn't undo all that he had done in the past. Then other problems started to show. Even though the pregnancy was going well, Ahreum suddenly gave the devastating news that her son had been diagnosed with cerebral meningitis. The post that she made on Instagram warned parents of the symptoms, and she even expressed her own feelings, asking everyone to pray for his health and safety. The father didn't post anything about it, and since then, there hadn't been any major update regarding the health of their child. But in the background, very big things have been happening, and they all came to light this December. So after everything they'd been through, Ahreum abruptly announced some big and unexpected news. She shared on Instagram on December 10th that she was in the middle of a divorce process and also mentioned her plans to get married again. In her post, she talked about how her new partner positively impacted her life and praised him for supporting her during tough times. Ahreum also brought up what everyone was curious about, the divorce and how that came to be. In the same post, she mentioned she's still in the middle of a legal dispute and had been through a lot of pain before meeting her current partner. She refrained from sharing certain details of the divorce out of respect for her ex-husband, who was also the father of her children. She disclosed that he had said some hurtful words, but that she remained hopeful as long as she remained confident, knowing that just how the public would react to her deciding to get married again so soon after her divorce. She clarified that she hadn't cheated on her husband. In fact, she said that even though they hadn't divorced formally, they had been separated for some time now, but the timeline is confusing, as only last year in July, she said that the two were doing better and announced that she had been pregnant with his second child not long ago. They had even said that they were planning a third child, which is quite the statement to make, knowing you're separated. She also added that her soon-to-be former husband wasn't letting her divorce him. She went on to say, "I raised my second child alone and lived with the sole purpose of caring for my children for a significant period. It's time for me to enjoy my life now." Ahreum mentioned that after the lawsuit ends, she plans to marry her current partner and said that she doesn't have to provide any further explanations. However, she needed to do so because there were rumors being spread that her husband had a criminal history, including fraud and non-consensual acts. Ahreum had to address these rumors, revealing her plans to sue everyone who started and spread such information. Rumors or not, netizens weren't happy with the news. They supported her through the tough times she faced with her husband, but they also believed she should have resolved things from her previous relationship before moving on to a new one. A commenter also criticized her for making the relationship with her new partner public before officially divorcing, though to some, it seems like she had made everything public to force the husband's hand into signing the divorce papers. Partners of celebrities have refused to divorce their famous significant others in the past. For example, director Hong Sang-soo's wife is still denying him a divorce so he can't marry Kim Min-hee, who he had an affair with. And since he's the one at fault here, the divorce can't be finished without her approval. Others think that Ahreum's second child is by her second partner. That's why she's rushing into marrying him so soon. Whatever is going on behind the scenes, it was clear that her previous marriage wasn't going well. But it seems like she has rushed to make her relationship public before her divorce was even done. And even though it seems like she has a lot of valid reasons for doing so, the public's judgment may turn the tides. Hope that everything goes well for her, because so far, this whole thing seems to be a mess. Share your thoughts on the topic, and thank you for watching.